Right now, 90% of adults with autism are unemployed or underemployed. And in the next 10 years, 500,000 teenagers are going to enter adulthood. These are people that have gifts, they have talents that an employer would absolutely love. They're going to be able to do the job. It's the social communication piece that we need to work on up front to kind of ensure that success down the road.
Ian is a 24-year-old young man. He's very conscientious, attentive. He struggles sometimes.
He's a hard worker, so once he learns how to do something, he does it well.
You ready to have some fun?
Yeah! Ian was diagnosed at 3 years old with autism. So we knew early on, but didn't know a lot about it.
Ian, from a young age, has been with doctors, nurses, therapists. He's been through a lot of them. And the ones who click with us are the ones that understand what you're going through, have a lot more empathy. And that's what we found when we went to Easterseals, is people who understood the condition and what it does to a family and how to help.
The LINK program is a training program that teaches what people know as soft skills or social skills that are necessary to be successful in an employment setting.
What are appropriate conversations? How to interact in a lunchroom? How to interact with a supervisor?
People with autism want to know why. Why do I need to do these social skills? Why do I? Well, we show them what it looks like if you do it, what it looks like if you don't.
I was always looking for the warehouse, the back of the side of things. Less customer service aspect, none at all if I can help it.
Ian, he didn't want to work around people or with people. He had that fear, but he had a certain potential with the way he uses words, so articulate, so well spoken, that we started realizing that he could do more than be in a back room.
John would take me out to various stores and have me ask questions so that I get more comfortable talking with the customer service side of things.
And I got him in St. Luke's, in the customer service, given directions.
Like, that's nothing like what we thought he would want or would do, but he proved he could do it.
His biggest weakness became his greatest strength, became his passion, and he wanted to speak in front of people.
Then they decided, let's really try to find him a good job.
One day I came home and they said, oh yeah, we interviewed at the Arch. It's like, wow, how did that happen?
Went to the interview, Ian he blew them away, and me.
So once he actually landed the job at the Arch, it was more, can he be part of the team?
If something happens on the train where I need to suddenly pause and readapt to what I'm doing, that can take me a few seconds to figure out, okay, what's actually going on? Why am I stopping here? I mean, I always see where I need to improve each time I do a tour. I need to slow down how fast I'm talking, as you can see here.
Even on his great days at work, it wears him out. And I don't think his coworkers, his boss, or the guests at the Arch know how much it takes to be there.
John considers me a friend, I consider him a friend. We've known each other for 2.5 years now. Having him there as a support every step of the way has been very crucial. If you don't build up that trust the way you needed to, it's not going to stay there. And in this case, it stayed.
When people first come into the program, I tell them that the LINK staff and even Easterseals as a whole to think of us as their safety net. We will always be there.
We will never, ever, ever leave an individual high and dry.
It's not a cookie cutter classroom setting that you either benefit or you don't. No, we're going to make sure each one of these individuals get what they need from this program before they go out in the world and get a job.
He's very conscious of the fact that he's a representative of people like him, so he wants to be a good representative.
If you don't bring this kind of awareness to the forefront, you're just keeping the status quo. The status quo here needs to change.
Clearly Ian benefits from it, but everyone around Ian grows too.
If we didn't have Easterseals, this society would not be running. You would not have all these people with disabilities in employment areas. You would not have them being a regular citizen of the community, let alone the country and the world.
I'm not really surprised anymore, I'm just more proud.
When I stopped long enough to look back, it's night and day. For 4 years of high school, we just were focused on getting him to graduate. Really, it was learning how to live life and be a productive citizen that was more important.
He's become purposeful, he's become independent, and that means everything.
Welcome folks, come on out, watch Andy's dad. Doing tours of the arts, yeah, it's okay to start with, but I want to go elsewhere at some point. I want to do more.
He has such a bright future, whether it's giving presentations about people with disabilities, because he does that for Metro, or whether it's him becoming a supervisor eventually. Sky's the limit for that kid.
It's been a struggle, but I'm getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for letting me have the honor of being your tour guide this morning. I have a good time at the top, and I'll see you when you get back.